Atkins, and this is Nbwtv, episode 3. Today we're heading out to the farm to get the buzz on honey. We'll meet beekeeper Greg Hawkins and get an up-close look at a real live beehive. Then we'll head back to the cosmetic kitchen and get our hands into some body butter. Are you ready? Let's go! And remember to enter to win after the show. Meet Greg Hawkins, beekeeper and honey expert. Greg took me out to visit his hives and took the time to explain how the process of harvesting local honey really works.
Yeah, there's the nest box is usually 1 or 2 boxes closest to the ground, and then the honey boxes stack up above that.
And you take the honey from the honey box and you leave them their nest box.
That's here in Ontario. We're very lucky because we take the honey off in the late summer, early fall, and
Now,
there's generally this time of year, and generally there's enough honey flow that they can pack up their stores and feed themselves for the winter with natural honey. If they don't do that, we need to supplement them with sugar solution. Bees take the honey, they do a lot of different things with it. They'll turn it into wax to build the comb, or they'll turn it into brood food or bee bread, which is honey mixed with pollen, which they feed to the babies.
Right.
But they also use it for their own energy source.
So they eat it as well?
Yes.
Okay.
And in the wintertime, they cluster in a big volleyball-sized cluster in their hive with the queen in the center.
And they're all climbing together in a big ball?
Yes, and they vibrate their flight muscles and keep that cluster at about 98 degrees in the center with the queen.
How long have human beings been keeping bees for honey? It's thousands of years, right? A really long time.
Certainly humans have been collecting honey, have been honey harvesters for tens of thousands of years. There are some records of early hives, you could say, 2,000–3,000 years BC. But modern beekeeping happened a couple hundred years ago, and that was a huge advance because it meant that you could go in, you could take the honey away without destroying the colony.
What about the antibiotics? I have read that bees get dosed with antibiotics.
Yes, we have a disease in North America. Well, it's pretty much worldwide now. It's called American foul brood, and it's a bacterial disease. And if it gets into a hive, the hive will die very quickly, and it's also extraordinarily contagious. So when that hive dies, other bees from other areas will come and rob the honey from it and carry disease back. And it can be very, very devastating. The particular tetracycline we use now is water soluble, so it breaks down very, very quickly in moisture. So I feel pretty confident that there are no residues in the honey that we eventually harvest. It is possible to take care of bees without antibiotics. You just have to be extraordinarily vigilant.
When you hear about bees in the news right now, it's so often associated with colony collapse. So I was hoping that you could speak a bit about that.
The colony collapse disorder is still as to what exactly is at the root of it in the States. One thing that colony collapse disorder has done is raise the profile not only of bees and beekeeping and the importance of honeybees to our even look at the oil input into a pound of sugar versus a pound of honey.
Right.
Honey it's the sun's energy collected and put straight into that bottle.
Solar sugar versus
one way of
petroleum sugar.
The sun warms the flower grows, nectar is released, a bee goes and brings it back, we collect it, and with very few steps, it goes straight into the bottle and it's ready to be consumed. So it's pretty direct.
Bees, bees, hark to your bees. Hide from your neighbors as much as you please, but all that has happened to us you must tell, or else we will give you no honey to sell. To learn more about bees and healthy local honey for your table, visit hawkinshoney.com. It's time for NBW's weekly body care giveaway. This week's winner is Sue-Ann Hickey. Sue-Ann commented on last week's energy therapy episode, and she'll receive NBW's eczema kit complete with healing balm, marigold magic body butter, and body wash. Congratulations, Sue-Ann. And it's personal care close-up time.
I'm here at the Nbw Cosmetic Kitchen, and we're going to discuss a product that's near and dear to my heart, and that's our Nbw body butter. The question that I get often is, who would use body butter? So I'll ask you, are you a butter person or are you a lotion person? And I bet you automatically know if the idea of a nice, light, refreshing lotion appeals to you, or a deep, rich butter appeals to you. I know that I'm a butter person. And people that are butter people typically will have drier skin or skin problems such as eczema and sometimes psoriasis. Everywhere you go, in every major drugstore, department store, or boutique, you'll find a rendition of body butter. What makes any of these products different from the other? It's a good question to ask. For me, it was important that the ingredients in NBW body butter would read like a cookie recipe, something that you could pronounce and understand. Why is it important that we understand what those ingredients are? What's the problem with chemicals in our skincare? Well, very simply, the human body has been used to certain ingredients for thousands and thousands of years. We've eaten grains from the field, meat from hunting and agriculture, and fruits and vegetables, and that's what the human body is used to receiving inside it and on it. And it's only been in the last 100 years or so that science and technology have begun to create chemicals from petroleum and other substances. These chemicals are things that our body is not used to being exposed to, which is why we begin to see allergic reactions to certain things. And it's why, in part, we are beginning to see cancers appear, because humanity is being exposed to substances that the body is not used to processing, doesn't know how to break them down. The best thing that we can do for our bodies is to nourish it, both through diet on the inside and with body care, with clean, pure ingredients grown without chemicals. Because it's a deep, rich cream, you either use a very little bit during the day, or you can do a very intense moisturizing treatment at a time of the day that's quiet for you, maybe when you're catching your favorite TV show or just before bed. Our lavender body butter is also wonderful to use just before bed because lavender essential oil promotes sleep, and so a deep, rich lavender butter treatment can be just fabulous at night as part of your going to sleep ritual. Of course, our Marigold Magic Body Butter is probably our signature body care product. What makes the Marigold Magic Body Butter is that it contains the healing herb calendula. What calendula does is promote collagen production. And of course, healthy collagen is what helps your body to reduce or reverse eczema. And our Summertime Lime is an invigorating formula full of vitamin C, which is wonderful for the skin, and the vibrant flavor of lime is wonderful for the senses. All of the NBW body care products are scented with essential oil. So for someone, and I know there's many of you out there that can't use any perfumes, even though there is a gentle fragrance to the NBW body butters, there's no perfume in our body butter, which is wonderful. So if you can eat an orange, you can use Marigold Magic Body Butter, because the fragrance is that very same scent that you will experience when you peel an orange. And if you're good with that, you'll be good with our butter. All three of these butters are fabulous for dry skin, ashiness, cracked heels, eczema, and soothing of psoriasis. Well, with all that talk about body butter, I bet you'd like to try some, and I'd love to send you your own tub for free. You choose the flavor. All you need to do to qualify to win is to subscribe to Nbwtv and leave a comment underneath today's show. We'll choose the winner before next week's show and let you know next week, so stay tuned. And that's all I got for you today. So join me again next week. We'll talk about facial products.